430. Third and final, sir. Excuse me, 1,000. Just be sure. Going at 430 then. Going. Gone and sold. Congratulations.
Welcome to the 5th instalment. Last time you saw us was at the end of September, and here we are within 2 weeks of Christmas, so it's fair to say that we've been really slack, but we've been remarkably busy. We actually wanted to reflect on the year of 2019 and just share a special moment in which we dealt with a client and a property that, you know, is something that we're going to remember for a long time. So for me, a really memorable moment was when we sold a property for Jan and Alan out in Northwood. We, you know, got along really well, so they decided to appoint us as their agents to sell their lovely Northwood property. What was so nice once again was the friendship that we formed, and they purchased a lifestyle property up Prebbleton Way. Soon after they settled into their new home, they invited us round, and they actually said to us beforehand, hey, you want to come round and try our go-kart track? And we're thinking, what? You got a go-kart track? So of course we couldn't get there any sooner if we tried. And then the race was on, wasn't it?
It was, mate, and I'm happy to report that it was quite a close race. Without going into too much detail, but I'd quite like to detail it actually, to be brutally honest with you. Adam kicked it off,
Blistering lap.
He was quick. It looked quick. It looked very fast. He set a time of 49.9. Subsequently, I went around, followed him, and not only did it look quick, it actually was quicker. We got around at 49.3, so 0.6 seconds.
It's always going to look quicker when you're cutting corners, let's be honest.
So a campaign that really stood out for me was actually one that Adam and I struck our partnership off with, a property up in Cashmere. We took the property to auction. Unfortunately, we weren't successful at auction. Subsequently, we priced the property and we had offers on it. We reached an agreement with a party and the deal was done, or it was under offer. Through the under offer stage, obviously a few things came up, but we worked through them, and nonetheless we got a deal done, which obviously was very important to our owners. As Adam touched on, it's all about the people, not necessarily the property. Obviously the property is what we sell, but we're dealing with the people from day to day. Through that process, would it be fair to say, mate, that we got a great friendship out of it with the owners, and I think we ended up even going around and having a bubbles or two.
A wee surprise that the owner came out with, which was he really admired Mickey and wanted to be just like him, so therefore he got a Mickey Mouse mask and came out and continued drinking with us whilst wearing that. Jessica, we're about to close off 2019. What's been the work highlight for you for the year?
It actually, cheesy as this is, but I actually reckon Mickey starting's been a highlight.
Oh my god, I'm gonna shed a tear, Jess. I'm welling up.
That surprises me, and I'm sure many others.
What's your highlight?
My highlight's not just
Me
it's
starting.
everyone. I really love the people I come in to work with every day.
That is such a
And
PC
that sounds
response.
cheesy, but I mean, look. Look what I got. A really good bunch of people who make it fun during all the stressful times, generally. Sometimes we get a bit stressed, but generally we have a really good laugh with each other, and that's what I like about coming to this place. So that's my highlight.
So given Bailey's is a family business, they quite literally treat us like family. So now that the end of the year is nearing, Mike Bailey of the Bailey's family and Greg Hornblow, who's our GM, kindly sent this to Danielle and I as a Christmas gift and to congratulate us on the year that we've had. But I'm quite confident in saying that Bailey's will be one of the few companies that actually do this, and that is because of the family business nature.
So of course, as 2019 comes to a close, we're now working on some campaigns that we will be kicking off towards the sort of middle and end of January.
That's what we've literally been spending the last couple of weeks doing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Having conversations with people about 2020, which is exciting.
And whether they be 2 million plus, 1.5, a million, 750 and even 450, some lovely property across Christchurch, what we're really excited about. But there is actually one development in particular that we do have we're excited to get on board with, and and sort of take the reins on, so to speak. But maybe you'd like to allude to that, mate.
So it's fair to say we're hugely excited about this development we have coming up in 2020. It is going to be one of the pinnacle developments of Christchurch, and it quite literally couldn't come at a better time, given, you know, the last 12 to 18 months the city has grown another leg and everyone's talking about it. We've got the welder, we've got the terrace, we've got the crossing. There's so much that's advanced that the level of hype and positivity is well and truly there. So this is going to unlock, I suppose, a segment of the market that really hasn't been catered for since the earthquakes, and we're just so glad to be involved and
It's a privilege. It's
Yep.
a privilege to be involved with it, and we pride ourselves in taking the reins and really getting into it and making sure that
it's an absolute success.
Yeah, absolutely.
So back there was one wood lane. Now that's a property that Mickey and I sold about a month ago now, and we literally had it on the market for just 6 days and sold it to a previous client's, in fact, family from out of town. So that came from our client base, and it was a magnificent result for the vendors because they didn't think that we would achieve a result in the time frame that we did, nor did they think we'd get the price that we achieved for them, which is fantastic. So that was another stellar result and a unique way of selling. It was an offers invited by date that was brought forward. Don't want it. So here we are, 19th of December, closing the year out. Must admit, I was expecting the final week of the year to be quieter, but that's not the case. I think we're up to about 4 sales for the week, and we've still got a day to go. So plenty going on still, which is just phenomenal. Compared to this time last year, we were a team of 4. Here in 2019, we're a team of 6, and I feel like we've got the best structure we've ever had, and the results don't lie. Like financial year to date, obviously ending end of March, we are 37% up on this time last year, which, considering some of the challenges that there's been in the market, etc., I couldn't be more proud of what my team has achieved this year, and I suppose we have no intention of slowing that down. So 2020 we anticipate is going to be once again our biggest year like this year. That's another stunning listing that we just sold, 38 Bennett Street. It's actually an award-winning home that was built by Fleetwood Construction. Once again, amazing people. We feel so fortunate to deal with the people that we do on such a regular basis that share the same values and everything else with us, which just makes the job not a job, if you know what I mean. Just means we love what we do. That's another prime example of a property that we've sold to people that are moving to Christchurch. Now, admittedly, the buyers originally are from Christchurch, but they've lived over in Australia for a number of years, and now they see, you know, the city is a great place to live, and the repetition around this is just amazing. We're dealing with people moving back from Aussie, the UK, even recently Dubai, and like we've touched on previously, people around the country that are continuously shifting here. It's making it more and more exciting. It's great. They could be a real disaster, these.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. So this new build here at 414 Port Hills Road, we sold this with a deadline sale campaign. Only 3 weeks, got multiple offers and exceeded expectations. It was a great outcome, but goes to show there's more than one way to sell a property. What are we up to, Matt? 3rd one? Oh look, here's my client. How good. You'll get to meet her, she's lovely. So there we have it, our 5th and final vlog for 2019. We're going to be doing plenty more of these in the new year, but thank you for following us to date. We hope you have a fun and safe holiday season, and we look forward to catching up with you soon.